Before you start this video, I would like you guys to hit that like button and share this video because it helps the viewership and it helps the algorithm. Also, if you've been missing out on daily videos, you're not receiving notifications, hit the bell button because I post very frequently. Sometimes people don't get notifications. And with that said, enjoy. The golden question is, what is the ABCs of a muerto or a zombie penetrating a victim's psyche? What is the ABCs? Well, first and foremost, it usually starts like this. Within the first couple of months, I usually give it a 2 to 3 month time period. What begins to happen is that the person may begin to look tired. This is the beginning phases. They give a little slight wedge of fatigue. And as time goes on, you start to see it in their eyes even more. Now, when you're dealing with beings such as Zonbi, Muerto, they're usually spirits that cause sickness. They can do other things, but what they're known for is causing illness. It gives a sluggish motion to the body. What you usually see when a person is attacked by the spirit is that they begin to move sluggish. Now, as the phase goes on, what begins to happen is that their body begins to break down. Now, depending on the vitality of your target, that determines how long they will be able to resist, or how long will they be able to put up with the influences. See, usually when you're younger, you have a lot of vitality. When you start getting in the ranges of 50, 60, this is when it becomes very detrimental and dangerous. And it has an easier influence because your peak begins to go down, especially if you're not taking care of yourself. So what happens to the youth? They begin to feel pain in their body. They sometimes get these crazy headaches. Sometimes it can be sharp pains in their head. Sometimes they can't even keep their food on their stomach. They vomit. Even though they take medication, the problem still exists. It just shifts at times to another place. All types of problems can pass the person. You can't pinpoint what's going to happen or what's going to hit, because it can be an eye infection. It can be an ear infection. It can be cancer. It can be AIDS. As time begins to go on, these people begin to wither away. They begin to neglect themselves at times. And if they're foolish, they won't even realize it. They may do things to clean up their image. I remember when E.A. Koetting, when he was first hit, he started administering the signs, and what did he do? He tried to clean himself up, but it would show. Even though he tried to cover it up with makeup, it would show. Hence why he made the video, Why I Look Like Shit. See, a zombie or a muerto has signs that it leaves behind, and usually the sluggish, the fatigue, these are usually the key signs. But the final outcome of this is that usually people meet they meet, let's just say this. How could I say this in a nice way? Let's just say they reach their final destination before their time. How long does it take? That depends on their age. But in between that time period, there will be a lot of suffering. There will be a lot of grief. In situations like this, when a muerto is bound to an individual, only way that that spirit can be removed is if the people who placed it on the target removes it themselves. No burning of candles will work. No baths will work. Nothing will work.